Hey, what's going on? It's your old buddy Farmer Fletch here, and this is Farming with Fletch. And today I'm taking this wire fence here. This is the fence I had on around my garden last year, and I'm stretching it down through here where I cleared this path last year. It gets a little better after you get over there. See, it just goes around the corner. This is where our goats are going to go, but I have to stretch it through here by hand because you can see that it's not a big clearing down through here. We didn't want to take up too much of the wildlife. We wanted to leave the trees. We wanted to leave a lot of the brush around here because that's what the goats like to live on. But I wanted to show you all this. A couple of years ago, we lost our bees. So last year we put out some bee traps, and no luck with them all year long. Well, today I'm pulling across here and I hear this buzzing going on. And right here, see all these lilies popping up, all these bulbs popping up, flowers. Right here in the middle of all this is where I put one of the swarm traps. And I want to show you all this because this sucker, they're all flying out here looking at me like, what are you doing over here, big guy? I don't know whether you can see that or not, but there are tons of them flying in there with pollen all over them. There is a nice good swarm in there right now of bees in this little swarm trap I put in this tree. And I put a little lemongrass oil on there, and that's how we got them to come to that swarm box. But yeah, they're in there, and I got some combs laying in there, and they're in there building on those combs, building their hives. And what we'll do later on is we'll take that down in the middle of the night when they're all in bed. We'll take that down and we'll put it in one of our hive boxes over in our actual hive area over there. But yeah, I just thought it was wonderful that they are producing. And I'll check the other trap that I put out last year after I get this fence drawn across here. But yeah, right now that's just pretty crazy that it's got so many bees going in and out there. Let me see if I can get over here to this side, show you all again. It's just awesome. I don't know, let me zoom in on that and show you. See all those bees going in and out of there? Freaking awesome. My buddy Paul was asking about for a bee video. Well, here you go. What's ironic is my wife's already put our deposit down for this year's bees, and we pick them up in a few weeks from now. So we're gonna have bees from about 50 miles away from here, and we're gonna have our own bees that we caught ourselves. So should be a pretty good year for honey. If you can see that road right over there, that's where I have the roll of wire fence, and I have stretched it all the way down through here until I met up with the other fence that we already had put up last year. So now I just gotta tie the two together, tighten up this corner, and then tighten up all this over to there, and then run it down the thing. But run it down that side over there, and then we will be letting the goats out in this area to eat all this stuff. We don't want them over here in the creek, so. But I'm gonna walk right down here, down the road, and about a block and a half up the road and over by the creek is where I have another swarm trap. I'm gonna go over there and see if we have two separate beehives this year, plus the one we ordered. That would be 3 hives. But let's go over and check it out. This trap here, it don't have nothing in it. So this is your door here. You can adjust the size of your opening by moving this over and letting a smaller opening. That way pests can't get inside there. But yeah, I can either rebait it or just let it go. Just got it bolted on there. That's a lag that I put in the tree, and then I bolted on there. That way it'll stay up there. I mean, it's been up there since last spring, so it's been up there over a year now, or right around a year, and nothing's really messed with it. I'm just happy to see the other one's got a swarm in it. This is always a proud moment right here, when your mouse and cat brings you its kill. Check it out. Look at that thing. Good job, Max. So last night, while all the bees were inside of the swarm trap, I went over and I screwed a board across the entrance to close them all in there. And then we were going to move them this morning. Well, this morning it was raining, so we didn't move them during the rain. I did take the whole swarm trap and I brought it over and I screwed it on that fence over there so they'd be right there next to the hive box. Now Danielle is taking and putting some frames in her hive box. She has about 5 frames inside the swarm trap, and now she's going to unscrew the top of that swarm box, or maybe she don't have the screw gun on her yet. Here pretty soon she's going to unscrew the lid on that swarm box, and then she will lift that off there and take the frames out of that and put them in the hive box. And that's how you transfer the bees over. I have been off a month on paternity leave. This is like my last official day off of work. I go back on Monday. So the last day on maternity leave, I am putting new brakes and rotors on my wife's car because we have a new baby. There's the old rotors and brakes. We got a new baby, so I just want to make sure that they're safe when they're going down the road. And I would do like a how-to video on brakes, but there's so many people out there to do them that I'm not going to worry about it. It's just another aspect of being out here on the farm that one of the things that I do myself is my own mechanical work. Okay, so the other day when I found out my swarm was full, I was over there. This is our creek running over there. I was over there pulling that fence through there. I actually got that fence stretched tight all the way over to that tree trunk over there across the street. Not this one, the one over there. So that's all tight. We moved the swarm from there back. Well, you can't really see it from here, but clear back there on the other side of that. I showed you a video of that. And then this weekend we went and bought some more bees, and the new swarm is right here, and this is where we put the new hive. And of course it's nighttime, there's really no activity. That's why I can be here, because I'm allergic to bees. But anyway, I put them out here by these raised beds, and I'm going to fill these raised beds with flowers this year, so they got plenty of stuff to produce honey and give us food. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. See, I put that up on a couple of blocks, and I put that, and then a couple more blocks, and then I drove these boards down into the raised beds, screwed them in the side of the raised beds, and screwed them into the base of the hive. And my dog's gonna get over here and mess around and get stung by some bees. Hopefully not. That's Winnebago. Winnie, come here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all that stuff, and I'll take you over here and show you something really cool. There is our original beehive, and in that is the swarm of bees we caught. And I can actually see some guardian bees at the door right now. I don't think you can see them on camera, but I can see them right there in the entrance, guarding the entrance. Great source of food for honeybees. Never spray these when you have honeybees. Oh yeah. This big old thistle, I'll have to pull that up, but we keep those around. Honeybees love them. This broadleaf stuff right here is like crack to my rabbits. They love to eat this stuff. And it's free food. During the summertime, I don't buy a lot of food. I take my grass clippings and feed to them, and they love it. There's Bucky, my boy, my buck rabbit. They love apples. We bring them out apples every once in a while, and they just love to eat them. Here is Becky, and as you can see on her side, she has ripped out a bunch of her fur and all the fur on her tail. And the reason why she's done that, see the little baby rabbits in there? Oh yeah, she had herself a litter, and she ripped out all the fur to make herself a bedding or a nest for those babies. And that's why I gave her a lot more apples, because she's feeding 5 and herself, so she's feeding 6, and it's awesome. Anyway, this weekend we're going to an auction and hopefully bring home some cool stuff, and I'll probably be showing you all that over on Last Call Beans. But anyway, I don't want to give too much away about that, but we're also going to be finishing up the fence around the goats and then letting them out into that bigger area over there. So I'll probably be filming some of that. But until the next time I make some of these videos, you all stay awesome. One of the real hazards of farming, almost stepping on a copperhead when you're wearing Crocs and socks. Hi, Max.